I'm here. I'm here. For a second, I just forgot to unmute myself. Hold on. Let me change the camera. And bye bye. Hey, Macrio. Welcome as always. So nice to see you here. Let me lower the music just a little bit so I can hear myself too. I hope you're all doing wonderful tonight. I am running on a very good cup of coffee that I just had. Alright, so hopefully it's not as intrusive right now. So if anyone can clarify that for me, that would be fantastic. Let me move the chat box so I can see it better. And that is perfect. Also of emails / oh right, because this is Twitch. You got them on. I mean this is YouTube. You have them on Twitch. I always like seeing them. Always. I really appreciate them. And how am I? I'm doing great. Much better than this morning actually. It was a pretty chaotic morning for me. I didn't feel so good. Like physically, with the health condition and stuff. It was like surprise. It gave me a little bit of headache, and it's always super bad when I get those kind of headaches. So yeah. But I'm better. I'm much better. All I took was a little bit of resting and the usual measures. Oh, it's all good. Well, I'm not late. What time is it? What? Oh my goodness! I didn't even notice the minutes that it was. It's supposed to be at 9 and it's 9:15. That's all fine. All right, pretty good. I can see many familiar faces here. Hello, Shuffle, and hello, Jose. Thank you for making it tonight. I really appreciate I really appreciate your visit for tonight. Let me see. I got my hands full. I thought for a second that this was gonna be like a quick and easy night podcast, but I noticed that there's plenty of topics. Ironically, there's plenty of topics to go on about. So I'm gonna try to capture as many of them. Hopefully, I don't miss out the important ones. I know I put them always like in the thumbnail, but there's always like a few of them that leave me. And there's one of them that I did not write down because I recently just saw it. And for those of you who have not seen it, there's a movie called Dragon Ball Tale Legends, something like that on YouTube. I literally just finished watching it like a few minutes ago. Like, wow, that was pretty damn good. It's on YouTube. I was gonna talk about that earlier, but it's not fine. Okay, I'm mad. Thankfully you're better, and hell yeah. Yeah, thank you. I am doing a lot better. Alright, so with that out of the way, I think I should just start right away, and let me begin with the housekeeping as always. If you notice something different in the background, it's because I decided to draw, just testing, keeping the environment a little fresh. I always like changing my backgrounds, and I've been trying to keep a different one every week, even if it's somewhat like a relevant image or something that I'm trying to draw. I'm trying to draw my own backgrounds, and I got some really nice ones so I can keep using here on YouTube and also on Twitch. And well, if I can animate them, that would be great, but I'm taking it one at a time. I got so many things to do. I even made the little drawing that is right now on the monitor, and right now on my side there's a little, it's a new addition to the member of the Sain family. It's a little wind-up Sain. So it's like a little mail toy. So yeah, I wanted to give a good idea of what like a mailbag mascot, so more people are able to like understand the concept of mailbag. I will draw like a format so people can fill up and probably post it around social media through the week to see if I can get more attention to that. I did get some mailbag questions. I will get to that because there's a very special question from a viewer. Yeah, and I wanted to really, I'm really honored to get a question like that. So if they're here watching, lurking, or something like that, I completely understand, and I hope I do justice to your question. So, oh yeah, housekeeping, of course. So if you're watching this on youtube.com/SaintCiscoVGS, don't forget that I do streams regularly on Twitch as well. And that'll be twitch.tv/SaintCisco. Aside from Twitch, my other social medias, thankfully I managed to snatch the same username on all of them, so you can also find Saint Cisco on Instagram and Saint Cisco on Twitter. and even on Facebook myself. But my Facebook, I noticed that I don't have a Facebook page. I usually just use my main profile because I hate the system of the Facebook fan pages. I don't quite understand how they work well, and they're kind of intrusive on my application. So I'm trying to just keep it, just keep it there. Oh, is it Makuyo? Oh, that's a wind-up. It's like a bomb. It's not gonna explode, hopefully. I mean, it's already sparking electricity. Let's see. That's actually. Oh, thank you for calling it adorable. Hopefully, I'll make some cool comic books with that. I've been meaning to get into that too, but I always have so many things that I'm juggling at the same time. And this week, it was mostly about me catching up with some anime, specifically One Piece. I watched a shit ton of One Piece. Like, oh my goodness. Like, also like an hour ago, I was just watching episode 550 of One Piece. I'm surprised of how far I've gone. I'm trying to watch them. I'm trying to cheat my way through them by watching them at a better speed, so just so you can get through it. It still feels like the same, and I'm still enjoying it. I love it. I love the shonen magic to it, and it has all of it. It has all the shonen jump charm. Yeah, that's the word I want to find. The charm. It's all in there. And by the way, let me know if the music is like too loud or not. Hopefully I put it like super like minuscule in the background, just so I can have something. And yeah, I hope you all like the little red background that I have. It's a little too dark. I probably want to get something more cheerful around, just to keep that aesthetic. Trying to upgrade also the text in the bottom. It's kind of difficult to handle that too, but it's some information is there for anyone who's too busy listening to me. They can also read the information below. There's some jokes hidden in there as well. Aside from like personal links and stuff like that. Watching it is as a plate speed. Plate speed, like you mean like the regular speed? I mean, the speed that I'm watching anime sometimes is like 1.2.5, and I don't know if that makes me like a crazy person or a maniac. Some anime I just enjoy like that, hell, I've been even enjoying some anime dub, and I know that's like a sin for some people. It's just like, I sometimes just want to put the anime in the background. I don't want to read, so if they have a good dub, I just like, yeah, let's just put the dub. And wow. So yeah, let's get on with that. Shall we get to the section of the mailbag? Because I know there's a question that a lot of people have been asking me. And don't forget also that if you want to ask something in the mailbag, you can also ask it during the live. During the live, you can even ask it on Twitch. And you can tell me if you want me to ask it on the spot, or if you want me to answer it on the podcast. I'm trying to be flexible, so if you all have something you really want to share with the world, just make sure you can say it. I'm right here, and I'll have this little bit too where just try to spout some nonsense, and hopefully I'll do justice to that question. All right then, so let's get on with the questions. So the questions, I got questions for like 3 different people, and I'm so glad that this question is about VTuber. So in general, I know that one of the simple questions is, hey, what do you use to be a VTuber? Is it like something super complicated that you need to use in order to become a VTuber? And it's like, no, not really. There's a free program on Steam. It's called VTube Studio, and you can just use that to use your VTuber. The complicated part is getting a VTuber, of course, which some other people also ask, like, what do you do? Do you draw it, or do you animate it, or what do you do? And the question is kinda yes. You have to actually create VTuber. It's not really something it's not really something you can download. There are some available for download, and you can always look for in different websites. Some people share their VTuber so you can use it yourself, but if you want to create your own, then that's going to be a longer process. Either watch some very intricate tutorials that can help you how to create a VTuber, because everything is done by layers. And the other question is also like, what do you use to like animate it? And that's a program called Live 2D Cubism, which is also in the tutorials. They'll say that. I mean, it's all self-explanatory in the instructions of like the tutorials. So one of the things that I can say about VTubers is like, well, it takes a lot of time to make, and when it comes to creating one, hopefully you can find a professional that can also help you make it. If you don't want to go for 3D, you can go for 2D, and you can also make you can find someone who can help you make it. I use for mine Fiverr.com, which is a website where you can like request people's you can request a gig basically to like commission a VTuber. sometimes you may find a VTuber is not the same person. I mean, the person who makes the VTuber is not the same person who rigs it. And rigging is the animation. So you gotta also talk about that with your person who's gonna make it. They're probably gonna ask you, hey, what do you want to create and who's gonna animate it? Or, yeah, you have to, it takes time. Just be patient and you'll get it done. So we have a question here in the chat from Smooth Magikarp, aka Shuffle. So, have you played any sports? Actually, despite my my charismatic nerdy nature, I have played sports in my past. I did enjoy playing in school sports whenever I got invited to play something. I know that when I was younger, of course, since I was like a chunky kid, it was hard for me to get in any team. But I did enjoy playing basketball and baseball. I'm just like not that good, but I still enjoyed it. I always try putting my best effort. I never wanted to look like the side character, and also I never wanted to stand out like the protagonist. I wanted to look like the very supportive character that would be able to point to at least provide some help. And I did, you know. Oh yeah, and thank you for reminding me, of course, the application B-Roid. B-Roid is also for the VTubers. It's a very good one, a very friendly user for beginners, and it's free as well. You can also download that, and yeah, it's pretty good. B-Roids, I love B-Roids. I want to experiment with more of them and add more features to them. Bunch of tutorials on YouTube that can help you about it. Even on Twitter, you can search for like free assets, and the assets will provide you like even more gear for your VTuber. Gotcha. So with that question out of the way, let's see if I can get to the next one. I think the next question has to do with like competitive gaming, and I'm not quite into this. I'm not quite into this anymore because I'm more of a, you know, I think I kind of retire from that field. I mentioned it a lot through the week to the point that someone asked me about it. And they're like, wait, how do you get into like competitive gaming or like fighting games and stuff like that? And I'm like, I had an interview like on my channel that is about a competitive gamer. So hopefully that also will talk about more about that. So if anyone wants to watch that, I know the audio on that interview is a little bit bad. It was my first interview that I did on the channel, but yeah, I know that if you want to like get into the environment, it depends on the game. You can watch different YouTubers. I know there's people who are very big fans of like different fighting game channels, stuff like that. So if I can leave it up to them, that would be great. To give me a little bit of help. I know that there's fighting game channels such as Maximilian Dude, and there's also Hungry Bucks if you like Smash Bros. I know they're more into like the gimmicky parody, Yelling Man of YouTube, yada yada. But at the same time, they're very good. They're very good at what they do. It's not easy being like one of the top players for no reason. So yeah, they managed to get that done. And speaking of like top players, let's see what else I can remember. There's Mango, there's Leffen, all those people. It depends on who you like. I know some of them are a little controversial. It's not easy being an online personality. So yeah, I'm trying to be my best at it. But what I can tell you about myself and gaming tournaments is that just have fun and try not to get broke trying to like drive to different places. Because it can cost a lot of money. It may look easy on the surface because some tournaments are cheap to enter, but yeah, it can cost. It's something that can cost money. Nothing is free. You have to be careful. Just use the appropriate controllers in general. And all right, I think that settles it with that question. Because hopefully I did some justice to it. Just have fun and try to find different communities and join them. Try to find the appropriate Discord. And if you don't like the Discord you join, you're always free to like jump out of that Discord and just go back into a different one or the Facebook group or etc. Just have fun. That's the best thing you can do about gaming communities in general and fighting games and tournaments. And if I tournament, you didn't specify in this question. I'm sorry, you didn't specify if it had to do with like car games. So I was just assuming it was with like video games in general. But if it's car games, like check your local shops if they got any of that available. I know recently I just heard that someone wanted to go to a local shop to play games, and it was a friend of mine on Facebook, and I feel really bad that this experience really sucks. It's when you're like super hyped, you wanted to go somewhere to like share an experience with like making new friends in public is not easy these days because people are so heavily focused on the circles that they already know that they're not going to be able to participate with you if you're a stranger. If you're lucky, then you'll find the right people who will communicate with you. Just try it. Maybe if you go to a random hobby shop with the expectation of just doing friendly casual plays, think that some people are not really into that. Some people just rather straight up go there for the intended purpose, which is like socializing with their own circles. And when it comes to playing, they will only play if it matters or if it's important, like in the tournament itself. But doing friendlies in the tournament is very difficult. They're already busy and very cautious about what they need to do. They don't want to spoil, or I mean, not spoil. They don't want to give hints of what cards they're using. So yeah, when it comes to trading card games and stuff like that, it's very important that you keep your recipe a secret, because it can be, someone can actually modify their deck to fight against you. Yeah, I know that's happened, and there was a discussion that I had one time. I'm gonna be talking later about card games because something big happened this week. So let me continue with the next mailbag, and this one's kind of big. This one's big, and it's actually, let me turn down the music just a little bit because this topic actually it hits really strong, and I hope as I always say, I hope I do justice to this question. It's a very lengthy one, and let me just begin right here. This one was sent to me on Twitter DMs. So if you are here listening, I hope you understand the direction that I'm going through with this question. It's super long, so anyone please who's listening, I hope you're able to understand this. I'm gonna try and kind of like summarize the question in some points, because I understand that some of these details are a little personal, but it's very important to be able to keep all of these as well. As a, you know, for everything in this question matters. It's important. I get it. I just hope for reals that I do justice to it, because it has to do with the topic that I touched about last week on my podcast, and I'm very glad that some people stick around that long to be able to like listen to it. Or if you heard it during the during the upload of the video, then that's pretty good too. Okay, so here we go. This question is related to last Sunday's topic about Finana, the VTuber, because she got in trouble because she used the word trap, and that word has a bunch of meanings, and I hope people respect the definition of that word. And let me just say, that I understand the point that the VTuber made, that what they were trying to achieve by censoring such a word. That was the thing that happened. They were trying to ban the word trap in their chat because it made them uncomfortable how people used it. It was used against them. It was used in a manner that was seen sometimes uncomfortable, or some people, not everybody accepts it the same way, especially if you're in the spectrum of like the LGBT and transgender. So it's very complicated. So yeah, this question has to do with that. So I'll get to it right now, and this is how it reads. Let me go on the top. It says here, hashtag podcast mailbag. Dear Sain. Should I move this to the other side? Sorry, let me just move the monitor to the other side so I can read this carefully and also see the Streamlabs. So the question is as follows. Dear Sain, hearing you talk about the trap VTuber controversy on your last had me think about my own experience with that discussion. Before the rise of the transgender popularity, many people actually self-identify as traps, and even made support groups to encourage other people to cross-dress, give tips to other under the now controversial word. Controversy sparked over time in the trap community itself, as many of the other members were now begin transitioning and becoming transgender. Due to this, those members found themselves in a difficult situation. See what I mean? I'm sorry if I'm losing everyone with how I read it, how I'm reading it. I'm just trying to be careful to get all the details. So in general, what we're getting here is like, it has to do with like the transgender community and what their beliefs around the word. And this person is kind of affected by that. But let me get to the complete question. Continuing here. On the one hand, they had a community they grew in and had previously a lot of supports. And on the other hand, the brand new community that fit their identity more, they fit their identity more, but shun the old one due to the use of the terminology of the word trap. There were heavy discussions if you needed to do full transitioning, such as with the usage of HRT, or were considered cheating. So, and 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 ask if people could even self-identify as a trap or a transgender. Well, this is pretty heavy. Like I said, it's very sensible. It's very, yeah, it's very sensible. So I hope no one here is like no one is affected by this in any negative way. I'm just reading it how it is, and I have a perfect answer for it, at least to myself. I have no doubts that my answer will be very good for this. So they're saying that my personal view at the time, to be a trap, you must identify as a male cross-dressing as a female. It can also go backwards, by the way. But it's usually mostly known popular by the role of the man, the male doing that sort of thing. If you identify as a female, you can identify as a male at the same time. It's all about identification here. So many members of the trap community agree with this line of thinking and instantly accepted any who identifies as transgender to be the new gender they said they were, but stopped recognizing them as trap and refused to call them as such. Of course, you may see what an odd situation this became. You had transgender people who hated the word trap because they only the word at the face value, and also you had the transgender people who wanted to be called the word because that the community that helped them lead to the self-discovery of a new chapter in their lives. So many people that were struggling with self-identity, they were in a bit of a pickle. They didn't know if they wanted to do full transition or if they wanted to, or if they went too far to decide that would stop accepting them. I'd like to know your thoughts on this, and if you had anything about it or a similar situation. So when it comes to transgender and stuff like that, I don't fit the category. I don't fit it because I know what I identify as, and of course I am a male. I'm a man. I just love expressing myself in very colorful manners as well. I am a very big supporter of the community. So yeah, that's pretty much how I fit in. I've never been someone to put a label on myself. I'm just me. I've never been into representation. I've never been too heavy on it, but I just like the way I am, which is why I'm going to give you this answer, which is extremely important to say. Oh, and at the end you wrote, much love from an androgynous fan. Oh, that was sweet. Okay, so I will give you these details. When it comes to the entire situation with how the word is taken and how now it is received by a lot of parts of the community, try to never be affected by that, because if you're trying to go by certain rules, just forget that don't forget that the point of having this type of freedom, it means that you shouldn't be able to, what's it called? You should not be forcing yourself into any rules imposed by anyone, because when it comes to this kind of stuff, there will be many people who will have their own rules of how it works. So you're always supposed to go through your own path when it comes to something like this. And yeah, the first point that I wrote on my notes is that it's okay to take positive situations from the negative stigma that it has. I mean, not the negative stigma, but more like the, this entire situation started, the entire joke of the trap thing started as a, with its own intentions and meanings. Because I did mention that the reason why the word exists and how people use it is in a derogatory manner, but the fact that people managed to take something like that and make it into a positive, encouraging movement, it was good for a lot of people, because they managed to find a lot of explanations in their own ways. So it's okay to take the positive it's okay to take the positive side from it and embrace it, and not really acknowledge the negative ones, especially the negative people. It's always good to remove them from your life or let them know very carefully. So my next point that I wrote in my notes is, at this point in time, there will be no clarity. What I mean exactly by no clarity is that there's not really a proper educated manner to take this, on how to take this, like a professional one. The best thing you can do is follow your instinct and follow your best decisions. Just have some self-awareness of what you're doing and how you're introducing this to others. The next point that I'm gonna say is don't let others' ideas force you. Don't. The idea of finding a medium is to feel to be in the best place as you feel comfortable in. I've used this word a lot. I like using the word medium to explain. Okay, so explain the definition of medium in this context is that you find a meaning, something you can grasp on. Like think about it like a lucky charm. You take that and you use it as a like an object that will be identifying the best of you. It will bring you good. It'll bring you towards a light that will explain things to you a lot better. That's why I say don't let others force you. Find the medium and embrace it. Yeah, it'll make more sense. It'll make more sense if I write down the definition. Hopefully, I'll be able to do that too after the stream. I'll let this person specifically know what I mean by the medium. I know last week I also touched on the topic about the waifu culture and some people that embrace culture a lot, and I used another word that was key to psychology, and that word is token. It's a token of it's a personal token that will lead you towards the light. If you don't believe in spiritual stuff like that, I kind of don't either. I don't really believe in anything in particular. I'm just me. So yeah, if you take that into account, a medium and a token are very similar. It's something you embrace, and then it's something that you will hold dear to you, that will lead you towards the light that you believe in. So the next point for this question that I wrote is, it is your choice if you want to let others use labels about you. Just to be clear, in each social circle, this definition will always be changing no matter where you go, from social circle to social circle. It will matter. It will be different in your family, but you will always have to find a happy medium to. You need to find a happy medium to express yourself. That's what I'm trying to say, and it's your choice of what you want to find that meaning in inside other people's. I know this can be a little complicated for a lot of people. It's very different from what I discussed. But yeah, I'm glad I did. I'm glad I had a question like this entrusted to me. And the last point that I wrote is enjoy being who you are. If you want to be androgynous, if you want to be non-binary, binary, etc., you will just enjoy who you are, which is probably the point of the most things in the LGBT community. It's about finding yourself and being happy with it. If you want to change often to what you feel like it's better, then that's good for you too. Just to be able to, find your place. And if your place isn't good enough, then you just find another one, which is the best thing you'll be able to do. Oh, and what's up, Sain, in the chat? Oh, hello to you too. Ayuma Geniya. Oh, yeah, hello. We're doing the mailbag questions right now, and we're almost done with them. I think I'm gonna leave the answer up to that point, and yeah, I'll be getting in touch with this person, letting them know that I answer it. I'm sorry that I read a little scuff. I have like too many things distracting my eye, but if you want to discuss this question as best as possible, I'll be able to do that. Just know that I'm not a professional at this stuff, and yeah, that was it for the question. Let me close this tab here, and let me begin with the topics of the week, which is something that we kind of have a lot to discuss of, and let's go right there. So the first topic right here, let's see. There's an image. Here's a plot. Oh, here we go. I'm sorry, a little wind up Sain. I gotta cover you for right now. And the first topic that I want to touch is that I saw the episode of Overlord season 4. It says here that it aired tomorrow. I already watched it. This was posted on July 5. Okay, Overlord is an anime that I love all the characters. The characters are amazing, and everyone here likes Overlord. I understand that the characters are probably the best thing about it. All the characters are a complete treasure. They're amazing. I was not amazed by season 3, and season 2 was kind of wacky for me. And well, I still love the characters regardless of if I like the seasons or not. I just hope this 4th season does justice to it. It's pretty good. For a series that have amazing characters, it didn't quite have the good story, to be honest. That's just my take. And well, hopefully it's good. I'm just glad to see more of this Albedo. Albedo is very great. So let's continue next here, and this is a post about Trigon. So Trigon is also going on around because right now some people are not too I'm not liking how the main character looks. But if you look at the old pictures of the character of how he looked, yeah, the look in the new trailer is based on one of Vash different appearance when he was on the past, or when he's going casual mode. So yeah, it's that's one of the things that's going on with Trigun. I personally like it. At first I was like weirded out, but then I just remember this. I didn't even need to see this post to remember it. Yeah, that was pretty good. Let me move this monitor here for a second. So the next thing that I will touch upon is that this week, what have I been up to this week? Let me give you something, some quick information. This week I made a schedule, and I'm glad that I did it because I was able to stick around with plenty of plans. And those plans were like to see if I was more comfortable streaming at night at a specific hour. I've been trying to keep up a schedule that most people can be able to follow. Like every night around 8 or 9, I'll be live on Twitch. Not on YouTube at the moment. I'm trying to grow Twitch a bit more just to see which platform's better. They're all doing great. Hey, someone asked me last week how's the progress so far, and so far I've been enjoying how I've been growing. I'm almost at 900 subscribers on YouTube. Hopefully I'll be able to get that 1,000. And on Twitch, I keep getting more followers. I've experienced a raid for like the first time in a while, and that was pretty cool. A big thank you to Logan the Demigod. And here in the chat, Albedo being as thirsty as she is when you posted it at the time. Yeah, Albedo. Yeah, Albedo. Here's a picture of it. I know you want to see this. It's Albedo sitting on on Lord Ain's lap. Yeah, I did post this on my Facebook. I gotta keep my Twitter more alive. The one platform that I do want to grow more is on Twitter. It's very difficult because of how shallow Twitter can be. But yeah, Twitter bad. Haha. Anyways, continuing. This week, on what did Saint Cisco do? Saint Cisco play Mega Man X2. I started it and I ended it on that same night. I almost canceled the stream and did a second stream so I can beat it the next day, but I was persistent and I managed to complete the entire game in one sit. It took me about 4 to 5 hours. I know that I was jumping around a lot trying to like complete everything. At some point I said to myself, nah, I'm not gonna get like the Shoryuken technique and beat it, but here's evidence that I did. Here's freaking evidence that I did it. I got the Shoryuken, which is like the hidden technique in the game, by collecting everything, and I actually managed to hit the last boss with it. Yeah, and in the last battle I didn't even use like all the energy tanks, so I was very proud that I was able to do that. So yeah. Very proud of that. Hopefully I'll be able to play Mega Man X3 this week, or I'll leave it for another week. I'm trying to see if I can do it 1 month at a time because I got other games to play. And speaking of games, I have to apologize. A very big apology, because this week I tried playing Pokemon on stream and I could not for the life of me get I didn't get the capture card to work well. Unfortunately, the capture card was giving me a bit of problems. And yeah, see, I didn't manage it. I got it to work, but yeah, it was very problematic. I had a bunch of problems with stream this week. Like, here's a little drawing that I made for my stream, and it should be like around my layout as well. Yeah, I made a trainer of Sain. I really like it. I really like how it came out. I made it really fast. It's based. It has a bunch of reference of the character, but yeah, I really like how it came out. And aside from what's it called? Yeah, aside from the Pokemon, let me see if I can play more Switch games. Some people have been asking me what games do I have, so I'm like, yeah, let me see what I can do. I was planning on playing Kirby Superstar. Hopefully I'll co-op with someone, or maybe I'll just play by myself, because that's a game that I know how to speedrun as well. I'll be able to play that on Twitch as well. What else is here? Oh yeah, this is part of that post. I put it with the Hachama it's on the thumbnail of this video. I had technical difficulties this week because thunderstorm. There's been a thunderstorm this entire week on my area, and just that thunderstorm is like interrupting with my internet speed. Hopefully tonight I won't be as affected as other night. So let's see what happens. Oh yeah, and somebody also caught this, and this is kind of crazy. If you see this picture here, oops, hold on. Oh my goodness, I'm telling you that I glitched it. Yep, I accidentally glitched my computer here. But no, that's no problem. No, hopefully I'll be able to continue streaming the Pokemon. That's just what I wanted to say. And it's not interrupted by anything else. So in general, let me see what's on here. That's picture. Oh yeah, if you missed it, by the way, in YouTube, because of the punishment from I self punished myself because someone's idea. So they told me to sing a song of Pokemon for YouTube, and I was like, okay, I decided to sing one of the songs for Pokemon. So it's kind of like my first apology video. I'm very sorry that it had to be like that. And yeah, here's a picture of Lucina and White with the pizza that I had this week as well. I'm just kind of summarizing what's going on through the week in one flow before we get to the main topics of today. Alright, so let me hide this here corner and find the next relevant post of the day. And that would be... Oh yeah, before that, please let me show you this. I'm back to making toy video shenanigans. I also decided to do this week a few of them. I uploaded one on TikTok today. I haven't uploaded it on the YouTube Shorts format yet, but I will. I just need to get caught up with all the things that I have to download. I haven't... oh yeah, this week... Let me see if I posted it here. This week I managed to do something else on stream for like for once again, which is like doing a collab. I had a collab with another VTuber called Zeno Hybrida. She's a really good artist, a good friend of mine. And last night we stayed up for like, it was supposed to be kind of like a collaboration for like 30 minutes to an hour, but we went on for like 3 to 4 hours. By the end of it, I was just tired. It was like midnight already, and I had to go. But yeah, it was pretty enjoyable. Thank you to her for helping me a lot with the stream layout and how to work with other VTubers live. Hopefully I'll be even have a podcast one day with them, but I'm trying to leave the podcast to be like just solo me talking about news. You know, that's the format that I've been liking. And I'll leave the collaborations for Twitch. And that's a lot better because I like variety on Sundays, and during the week it's just whatever nonsense comes into play. So going back to the anime topics here, continuing, we have Call of the Night. It started this week and it's pretty good. The first episode was very enjoyable. It's as good as the manga. Yeah, the main character is a treasure as well. Super funny. It's called Call of the Night. Some people say that she looks like Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia. There's also a bunch of characters that people are comparing her to. But yeah, overall, it's pretty good. If you ever wanted a spin-off of Himiko Toga, then that is like this is a good show for you then. So what's the show about? The show is about she's a vampire, and there's this kid who's going out on the streets for like the first night and meets her and trying to change her destiny. I don't want to spoil it much. It's pretty good. It's very interesting. It's just very easy to understand once you watch it. But it's basically like that. There's a boy meets girl, and girls trying to get him involved into her world. That's pretty much it. And over here, who magic are you saying? Don't forget that it was also delayed mid-interview. So yeah, about that. Yeah, because and this time, yeah, the Zeno Hybrida interview, the podcast that we did together, it wasn't my fault on the thunderstorm. This time it was because of an internet outage on her side. Unfortunately, the stream was caught like midway, and we were able to recover it later, and we kept going for almost over an hour. So yeah, expect some stuff like that to happen during streams. It's very common to happen. It's kind of difficult to have both streams running at the same time. And also, look at this dude. I know this is random, but yeah, look at this dude. I found this on Twitter. It just looked familiar. It's just really funny. I love this little chunky boy. Alright, so let's continue here next. What's going on here? This is a more food post. Oh yeah, Rent a Girlfriend episode 2. It was trash. I don't need to talk about that. The only great character of that season is Chizuru's grandma. I'm not gonna spoil the story. I'm just gonna post this picture and just keep moving. I do not care about explaining. I'll talk about more about Rent a Girlfriend in another podcast. I just know that it's a disaster train, and I'm all here for it. This week also, Sanrio and Hatsune Miku Vocaloid collaboration. Very adorable. My favorite character from Sanrio, Cinnamon Roll, gets to hang out with Hatsune Miku. It looks adorable. I wish I wasn't so poor. God damn it. Alright, so continuing here on the next bit of news. What do we have? over here. Okay, so I guess we're here now to the topic of the night, and this one's kind of crazy. I posted this meme, and holy crap, 1,700 shares. Holy crap, and it got 1,200 likes or reacts, let's say. Ah, damn. This one went viral when I posted it because I think people like the quote that I wrote, and it's a joke about Hideo Kojima. So Hideo Kojima always gets into some kind of shenanigans. It's not just because he's known as the Metal Gear dude, even though he's not the one making Metal Gear games now. But he always gets in some kind of stupid drama. I remember when Death Stranding happened, he was holding a figure of like the baby, and it was kind of like a ceramic baby because it was a reference to this Death Stranding, and someone took that picture and posted it on like a news website and said, here's a couple who fossilized a baby, and because they were doing a what's it called, some topic about abortion, some nonsense there. But it's just some people like to troll Hideo Kojima, and then some news outlets always catch on with that, and they're so out of touch that they always manage to find a way to screw him over just because of that. Oh, hi Thomas. Yeah, you're saying over here on the chat, I don't care what she looks like. She has fangs, so I like her. I saw your post. But I like you, so I didn't steal it. Ah. No, you're able to, if it's you, you have the privilege of stealing whatever I have. No problems with that. Yeah, speaking of that, let me get out of the way so you can see the pictures a little better. So I'm here. So the topic of Hideo Kojima, let me see how I touch this without getting canceled. Because apparently, the Hideo Kojima Productions is having legal actions with some news outlet because of the recent news. And that's because apparently he's getting accused of killing the Prime Minister. Is that who it is? Yeah, Prime Minister of Japan. And that's crazy. That was and it's because apparently the killer looked a little bit like Kojima, and yeah, he's getting accused of that. So it's always some crazy. It's always some crazy shit when it comes to Kojima. I can't believe. Yeah, Abe, the Abe or Abe. I don't remember how to read his name. And also here, Jose, you're saying, can it be seen on Twitch now? It was so laggy when I went there. I wanted to watch it on YouTube. You and Xenohibida are a small okay, so let me see what I can do about the podcast. I mean, the collaboration that I did. If I manage to find a way, because it was pretty long. If I manage to find a way to like upload it to YouTube, like at least most of it, because it was also cut in half because it was interrupted because of technical problems. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to watch it there too. I'll be able to upload it in YouTube. Let me see what I can do during the week, because I got so many things I gotta edit. Watch Kojima make a game about killing the Prime Minister. No! That's kind of crazy. But yeah, it's something like that. Kojima's always getting a bunch of shit. Whether it's like the things that he does, he just sticks to making movies. Like, I swear, that's what he should be doing. So yeah, that's pretty much how that's pretty much the topic of like the Hideo Kojima. He just got accused of that, and I wrote here like, this is just a picture of Hideo Kojima enjoying the Minions movie, while Twitter was wrongfully accusing him of murdering the Prime Minister of Japan. And even like media outlets were like getting pictures of Kojima and posting them just to like promote that. And apparently, like I said, they're taking legal actions. I was so scared of making the thumbnail that they don't take it the wrong way, because I even saw people taking down their videos that had Kojima and Prime Minister on the same thumbnail. I didn't put the Prime Minister. I don't like putting people that passed away in the thumbnail. Maybe I'll make a reference about it in the thumbnail, like I'm about to, like in with the next topic. But in general, I didn't want it to put the Prime Minister in the thumbnail. I just left that out on purpose, of course. I didn't think about. I didn't think it was gonna be like that. I didn't think it was gonna go this far. The topic, the whole legal action stuff. That was kind of crazy. So yeah. What else have I? Oh yeah, this is kind of random. Hopefully someone here can tell me about this. Have I been? Yeah, okay. Lately I've been seeing ads about different VTubers, like VTuber what's the word? VTuber agencies. Yes, different VTuber agencies are promoting their members live. I'm not live, but like on different ads. And this is something that I've been seeing lately. It's kind of uncanny. Imagine turning on your TV, because I sometimes, yeah, I prefer using my PC with ad blocks to watch YouTube. I have no chill. I know some people are against committing to say that, but I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you that I like watching YouTube without my ads. But sometimes I'm kind of lazy and I just turn on the TV and turn on the YouTube application, and I see the ads. Yeah, and apparently VTuber agencies are promoting their members or their debuts on ads. And I don't know who the heck this is. They're very cute, and they were doing kind of like a karaoke thing. But yeah, and I've seen several different VTubers actually on ads like this. And sometimes they don't even have like a thing to click on to check who the fuck they are. Kojima gonna be unstoppable with all the lawsuits. Hideo Kojima, also known as the elusive son. Oh wait, I forgot something. I forgot this. Oh, since I changed the, what's it called, follower? Yeah, there we go. Forgot to put the follower logo in there, and also the. Right now, while I'm on stream, I'm putting streaming assets that I forgot. So this one goes right there. Boom. It should be okay right there. Where is that? Oh, whoopsie daisy. There we go. I need to respect the supporters. Oh wait, no, this one goes over here. And this one goes over here. Like latest follower and latest. This is something that I added to Twitch as well. I'm trying to upgrade my layout. Since I drew the background on this one, I decided to put like a little donation thingy on the bottom, which shows it should be right there. I should be able to, I need to fix the black box around it. And also the other one as well. So yeah, they're right there, just in case anyone wants to know what's going on. And continuing next, let's see. I think the next topic is going to be the big one on the right now, and that has to do with, let me see. Oops, I need to like this for a second. Fire Emblem Heroes, I don't care about that right now. I'm trying to stop the gacha. Gacha's taking over my time. I realized that I freaking have a problem with like wasting time as well. I keep saying that I have so much to do, but I keep wasting time with playing gacha. And someone here mentioned Genshin Impact as well. Yeah, so I forgot to read. VTuber ads and the recruitment been going on for a bit now, from what I've seen. Oh, okay, I see. Goddamn, that is crazy. I know that there's. Speaking of recruitment, there's been many companies trying to like scam these poor kids into getting in to join their agencies, and just like providing them as little money as possible. They gotta literally pay for everything, which is like, I'm glad that I'm an independent creator. But at the same time, I kind of wish I had like a group of people that could support me so we can like mutually get more followers. I get followers by like a snail drop. It's like little by little. Since I started last month, it's like a super slow percentage, but it's going up. It's never done, baby. All that I have in my, all that you guys, if you look at my stats, all you're gonna see is green numbers and green arrows going up. Slow, but it's just green arrows. Gacha will end your life. And it is completely fine to let it. No! Fuck that! I need to get out of that fucking addiction. Holy shit. No. No. I'm noticing that it's eating up my time. God damn. I can't anymore. As much as I love it, as I get serotonin from pulling all the waifus and all the characters, I noticed that my behavior has just been changing. I'm a VTuber. I should be more responsible, even though I'm just a clown to society. This is the manic episode of the. This is the time where I go full manic. God damn it, that triggered me. Holy shit, what's going on here? The next thing that's gonna happen is if I see a fucking notification, I'm probably gonna go insane right now. Ah! Okay, hold on. My acid reflux. I fucking need to drink water. Holy shit. Okay, I'm alive. I'm alive. My throat is sore. I've been speaking so much this fucking week. I'm getting used to yelling on streams, and I'm getting used to talking so much because I know that I would not. If you asked me to do a stream for 5 hours last month, I probably would not survive. I probably would have a fourth stroke in my life because that's how many fucking I have already. Keeping records. I had 1, 2, 3, and a couple of seizures. But I'm saying, okay, you're saying to chill. You're pretty chill here, so let me see what. Okay, I'm missing the comments. Holy crap! So you should create a group of content creators. Hell no! Fuck that! I don't like dealing with people. I like independent work. I don't like relying on people. Other people are irresponsible motherfuckers. I will not let them join my group. The only thing that I will have is probably like small collaborations, and that's it. I don't like groups. I prefer going solo as much as possible. I hate it. I don't like managing, and also they're expecting too much. I don't like being the backbone. This gives me PTSD. When I was in school, I was always the one who did everything in the group work. I hate group work. I only like collaborations because of what it is. I had so many interviews that I wanted to do this week, and some people were saying, "Oh no, I'll do it for the next day. I know I have so many of them in line, but come on, I'm not gonna be able to keep following all those people. I cannot do that at all. Come on, you're pretty chill here, so here's to growing. Oh, thank you for that. Hopefully I'll be able to grow more. And so, low, dang, your gacha 980 you're ready to your husband and wife. Fuck that. No, fuck gacha. I'm gonna say it right now. Screw that. Alright, so that's enough for the Manic episode. I don't know if I'll be able to continue from here on. Let me just keep continuing with the news and keep on with that. I went full schizo. Full schizo life. So yeah. Oh yeah, here, speaking of gacha, here, have some toxic. Here, look at these. I'm flexing my pulls. Do you have this? No, you don't have this. Look, you don't have these characters. You don't have these characters. I do. I managed to pull them because I'm paying a monthly subscription for Fire Emblem Heroes. It's $10 a month, where it guarantees me a pull. Here you go. I am guaranteed a special pull because I'm paying a fucking subscription. There you go. We should collab part 2 interview, or maybe even play games on Steam. Steam? Oh, stream. Okay, no, maybe. College PTSD. Yes, true. College too. College, high school, old school. I've never let anyone down in a school project, except for that one time that I was like literally like destroyed after working in McDonald's. I came out. I was in college, and then that same night I had an overnight at McDonald's. Came back to college 7 in the morning after getting out at 2 a.m. from work. They told me, "Hey, did you do your part for the work?" And I said, "I don't really fucking care." That was the only time that I said, "I don't care for this group work. I'd rather get the F. Just give me the F." And then the group was saying, "Oh, please, if you want to collaborate in this group work, please read this, and you'll get that. You'll get the grade." I said, "Oh, thank you for understanding that I'm in fucking pain right now from working in McDonald's. It was overtime. I have evidence that it was overtime." Alright, so here's the next one. Here's the next topic that I wanted to talk about. This fucking anime right here, Made in Abyss. So yeah, to the person in the chat saying cute and funny all the fucking time, here's your cute and funny for the night. I Made in Abyss fucking scarred me. I watched the movie, the third movie, and holy fucking shit, that scarred the fuck out of me. So many moments there that were super uncomfortable. Really good story. This fucking anime is amazing. It's a 10 out of 10, by the way. Yeah, Made in Abyss. It's a 10 out of 10. I recommend it, but only if you're able to stomach all the cute and funny stuff going on, and also the gore. Don't forget the gore, because this fucking anime is about gore. Let me shrink the window. There we go. You can see it right there. Yo, calm down. I'm just asking. No, you're the one who's saying the cute. Here's the cute and funny for you. There's the cute and funny. Onyo. You know what? That reminded me. This fucking week, someone came to my chat saying that I should get a voice changer just to please them. I said like, yo, you fucking get what you deserve. This is what it is. It's me. You get this. You get this, and you get this, and you also get this voice. And that's about it. The only ooh you're gonna get is from your local lowly fucking in on Twitch. There's one by there's every dozen corners. There's always a bunch of them. You're always gonna get your freaking lowest over there. So yeah. That's it for you. Go over there, just search a word. Nothing wrong is gonna happen, I swear. Hell, even search for that word on Facebook. I swear to you, nothing is gonna happen. Absolutely nothing. You cannot do gore. You skipped out of Made in Abyss. Yeah, it's pretty gory. Like, super gory. I don't even want to get into details. Just telling you that there's a bunch of flesh and lots of insects going into places they shouldn't be going. And lots of tubes going into places that they shouldn't be going. I felt close to the character because in the fucking movie, someone got a fucking catheter. Is that the word? You know, when they stick a tube in your groin. I was like, ah, puñeta carajo. That is something that I did not expect to happen in this fucking anime ever. I prefer someone getting dismembered than watching that because it reminds me when I got fucking surgery. I got that feeling too when I got surgery, and it was extremely similar. Too close to home. Nah, stick with your voice. Yeah, bass. Never get the voice changer. Never fake it. No, I'll fake it as a bit. I'll fake it as a thingy. But at the moment, let me see if I can. Let me see what I got here. I do have a voice mod, but I don't know if I should activate that. This fucking window. No, let me continue here. Yeah, yeah. You heard that right. Fucking Made in Abyss did some really uncomfortable things to these fucking kids. They're gonna end up traumatized, not kill. That's even worse. They're gonna end up traumatized. Like, you know, I cannot do with insects already. It's pretty fucking strong. That's what I'm gonna say. Woo! Alright, so let me see if I can hide here. Let me hide this window before something weird pops up. I remember last time I did the stream here on the podcast, so all of a sudden someone sent me a message with some not safe for work, and I almost popped it in the screen. I was about to fucking lose it. So yeah, no, this is not interesting. Oh yeah, here's my collab with Sano Hibida. This is the other VTuber. She draws not safe for work, very good. She makes lots of wonderful content, and it was honored to make a collab with this other person. At some point, we both got the Guru Lagan glasses on. It was pretty cool. It was just like a chill talk. Nothing super chaotic happened aside from just us having like quick talk about meeting each other. Practically, we already knew each other, but it was a cool interview. I'm glad to do more collabs of this quality. They even provided me with this background they have. It's a Sakura Blossom wallpaper that moves, so I have that. I can also use that. It's pretty cool. Hell, if I change the scenes, it's probably gonna appear, but I'm scared of the scene suddenly like breaking in apart. I'll do that later. Maybe I'll use that for the next stream. That's pretty good. Puerto Rican moment indeed. Puerto Rican moment with witness. I got two Puerto Ricans here calling me out of being Puerto Rican as well. Mira, puñeta, ¿por qué carajo está pasando todo eso en la noche de hoy? No entiendo qué está pasando. Ayer me subió la presión de sangre. How can cute and funny anime be so gory? Is this Higurashi? No, Higurashi is cringe. Higurashi is kind of cringe though. Yeah, I said that. Higurashi is like, it's kind of dark for the sake of being dark. Made in Abyss is just gory because it's like, it's quality writing. I swear, it's quality writing. This post is about One Piece and, oh yeah, my Sain mail. You already saw this mascot here. The old fucking debate of if this is something that triggered me a little bit. Someone in the fucking comment section was bothering me about Lance using dragon Pokemon and calling the dragon. Gyarados is a dragon. It may not be a dragon type, but straight up from the company here. Not all dragons are dragon types. There you go. Some Pokemon can be a specific type and they don't need to be it. Some Pokemon, not all flying types are birds. Not all dragon types are dragons. Wow. Shocker. Super easy. Charizard is a dragon, straight up a dragon by blood. It's just that it's not a fire. It's not a dragon type. Typing is just some game mechanic, you know. Madoka Magica torturing little girls for entertainment. Oh, Madoka Magica is based. I like Madoka Magica. Madoka Magica is pretty good. And for the last topic, since we're arriving to the conclusion in this side. Oh wait, before that, gotta show this fan art. I already showed this fan art in the opening stream, but look at this. This little crazy rat. This rat gave me this amazing collaboration fan art, if you want to call it, and it's pretty good. I like it. Let me move aside. Yeah, so in this fan art, apparently, I'm about to give shock therapy to this mouse so they stop being schizophrenic. Let me see if I can enhance it. It says here, and is Tweezy here in this room with us now? Apparently Tweezy is an imaginary friend. I assume. I suspect. Those terms are reminding me of One Piece. Because there's a lot of characters that use stupid lingo like that at the end of every sentence. Jamon. Yeah, I'm watching the Fishman arc. Let me just change so many topics. Cute rat. Okay, so anyways, continuing here for the last thing here I'm gonna show. It's right here. Yeah, this is the thumbnail. But more specifically, in this part of the thumbnail, I highlighted Yu-Gi-Oh! Because that's a very important topic that I wanted to talk about tonight. Let me touch it briefly, because we're almost done with the times for tonight. And that is about Yu-Gi-Oh! Unfortunately, our dear Kazuki Takahashi, the man, the legend, has passed away. I don't know exactly the details. I know they found the body in like a water. It was not, you know, self-taken life, if I want to say that word, because I don't know what YouTube allows, but you know what I mean. Apparently it was an accident, and it's very unfortunate. This man has changed my life with this franchise. It's very depressing that something like this happened to a man that still needed to do so much on with us. Kazuki Takahashi, he's done more work than just Yu-Gi-Oh! But every freaking printed Yu-Gi-Oh! Card on the bottom text has his name written on it, so most people should know him by that at least. And that was I turned down the music out of respect, because this is something that it just really hit me really strong. I've seen lots of people change their profile pictures to like Yu-Gi-Oh! To like show respect because it's changed their life. The way Yu-Gi-Oh! Has changed my life, I talked about this in the last podcast. I work in conventions. I used to work in hobby shops, just like selling cards. I still do to this day. I collect some of the cards. I don't play as much competitive, just like I said at the beginning of this podcast. I don't play. I mostly just collect what I like, and that's it. But yeah, in general, just Kazuki Takahashi has left us. May he rest in peace. And yeah, lots of respect to him. I have lots of memories that I got Yu-Gi-Oh! I remember when I saw the premiere, the first episode of Yu-Gi-Oh! When it was live at that moment. Like, I was so invested because I saw the promotions on like magazines and in different medias. I saw the commercials like, oh, this new show's about to start. It's hitting Japan by storm. And I heard about it, and I already loved TCG when I was a little kid because of Pokemon and other things. I just love collecting overall. I'm kind of a hoarder. But not the dirty hoarder. My house is immaculate and clean. I just like collecting, but thankfully my hobby and you know my job as a reseller has helped me gotten rid of a lot of stuff. So my house is clean and everything. I don't have a lot of items with me. I'm trying these days. I'm you know I'm super sad because next week I might go to sell some items in the local hobby shop, and one of the things that I'm gonna give up is my dual disc. I have a dual disc that I have for a couple of years, and I brought that from my home country, and yeah, I'm about to sell that because obviously I need the money for it. I need the money for other things that I'm paying for. Yeah, I'm thinking about it too much if I should sell it or not. Yeah, that's the situation right now. I just wanna have an organized collection. I just wanna, if it doesn't fit in a certain wall, if it exceeds that amount, then I just try to not keep it as much. That's why I'm surrendering a lot of items. Trying to have different codes. Also, I've noticed that tons of big creators, they try to not have as many items with them because it helps them focus on their work. And I'm really invested into this thing that I'm doing right now, so that's why I'm trying to get rid of lots of items. And you said here, he got sent to the Shadow Realm after a duel. No! That's dark. But I guess he would like a meme like that. Out of respect, I personally think that, you know, that reminds me because Technoblade, another Minecraft YouTuber, he passed away recently too. I forgot to touch that on the last podcast. But he passed away, and some people were saying that it's disrespectful to make memes about him because he used to have a mascot of like the Minecraft pig as a king, and somebody made a drawing of Technoblade passing away and just seeing like Minecraft items as dropping on the floor. And you know what? If he were alive, he would have loved that meme. I would say that at least those are the type of meme that I can get behind because it's just funny. They would love that. Yeah, it's pretty sad that I gotta sell it, but you know what? I already enjoyed all the time that I had on it. It doesn't fit on my fucking arm. No, actually, it does. It fits on my arm very perfectly. It's just that I just don't want to keep it anymore. I guess I need to sell it. Yeah, I need to check. I need to check if it still works. It probably does. It probably does work. It needs batteries to like run the numbers on it. I got other memories with Yu-Gi-Oh. I remember playing the Yu-Gi-Oh game Forbidden Memories for the PS1. I swear to freaking God, I think my copy of Forbidden Memories was busted because the drop rate in that game was abysmal, and I didn't know how to get good drop rates of good cards. I kept defending myself using the same shady cards that the game provides, and yeah. And aside from that, that's pretty much what I've been doing with Yu-Gi-Oh. Just trying to organize my cards. I was having a heart-to-heart moment with my own cards, actually. Just looking at them. And yeah, that's just something that I was doing the other day. I have a lot of them that I need to figure out what they do, how much they're worth as well. Because Yu-Gi-Oh cards are not that expensive, but there's like the one or two that is like iconic that they're just going up in price. And yeah, it will help me if I be able to get rid of some of them. I just don't know which ones to get rid of. I just want to be cautious of what I do when it comes to something like that. Yeah. Japan lost 2 VIPs this week with Kazuki and Shinzo, and both were in tragic circumstances. Kazuki was scuba diving by himself, which is a mistake in itself. Ah, that's the thing that happened. Yeah, I read more details. There's a lot of conspiracy theories on it, but I'm gonna respect that there's witches. I'm not gonna touch them on it. I already talked too much about it, and that's pretty much it. What gen did you stop playing Yu-Gi-Oh, or you kept going until now? Yeah, I stopped playing. Yeah, I stopped playing at a certain generation. The XYZ, the XZ, you know, the black cards that have like that they stack on top of each other. That's when I stopped. I stopped like near the middle of it. I tried going back, and I'm gonna yell this. I tried going back when the pendulum was a thing. Because I remember, oh yeah, I got out of Yu-Gi-Oh for like a year or two, and then suddenly, oh, pendulums are a new thing. Pendulums are cards that are like half monster, half spell card, and they have these wacky effects. And let me say this, and fuck with all my might, pendulum monsters. I despise pendulum monsters. They are cringe, they are not cool, they do stupid effects, they're not strong at all, they're just take your time, they're very bad cards. And the rules are stupid. They even have to nerf them because they have so many stupid effects that stack on top of them. I hate pendulum. And that's when I said, yep, I have to quit Yu-Gi-Oh officially. This is no longer for me. Even the cards are ugly as sin. Like, so much fucking text on them. And on top of that, the card color is disgusting. Like half green and half color monster. It's like, it was cool for like a 2 minutes. And then nope, it was so bad. I got back into Master Duels, and every time I have a mission to like use pendulum summons, I despise it so much. I hate pendulum monsters. They're stupid. Yeah. Not even the archetypes are good. I'm glad that they got like super. I'm glad they got booted. You can still use them, but it's like very scarce. Now the next ones after the Link monsters are pretty cool. They have some really nice effects. They're too gimmicky. I do know. Some of them are stupid, but they're not as cringe as the fucking pendulum. Pendulum are just the ones that are like really stupid. I hate them. Based, I ended up playing at the same time. Yeah, very well understood. I completely stopped. I always kept hovering my eye over it as a fan. Maybe I didn't even watch the anime. I stopped in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Sexal. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sexal was like the last one that I watched. Like I didn't even finish it. I did watch like half of it. I watched like 100 episodes, I think. 150? I can't remember. Yeah, but anyways, yeah, I watched a lot of it. I do know that my favorite is Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D. Synchros were amazing. Synchro were like the top tier, like the ultimate card supports. You can mix them with a bunch of new the old cards. It really revived Yu-Gi-Oh! Era by a lot. Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, of course, revamping how fusion works was also amazing. But I can say Synchro is probably like the best addition to Yu-Gi-Oh! Synchro monsters were so awesome, and they also have some cool effects, some cool looking cards, and yeah, pretty much what I like. Synchro is awesome. Synchro XYZ, the XZ is like okay, it's pretty good. It's like the next best thing. And if I were to rank them, I would say Synchro best of all, XYZ then, and then Link, and then Pendulum. I didn't include Fusion or Ritual because I feel like those are too OG of the generation. I just wanted to categorize those 4 other type of cards. I stopped around the Fusion became prominent and Synchro were about to show up. No, I understand it as well. A lot of people, I know people that went off as soon as the Sacred started, but it was the best time, probably. It was probably the best time. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D is awesome. The anime is awesome in Japanese, of course. I feel like watching it. I don't remember a lot of it, but I know that it was pretty good. The plot is super good, too. The 4Kids adaptation, however, it's kind of trash. But it's kind of trash in a kind of cool way, but still, Japanese, if you want the optimal experience, Japanese for that one. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D, however, watch the 4Kids adaptation. That's the best one. Yu-Gi-Oh! 5D is like the best enjoy with I mean Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is best enjoyed with 4Kids. It's just hilariously bad. And it's so cool. Alright, I think that's pretty good for tonight. I really want to thank everybody here who has joined me as always. Thomas Agrillo, you're a treasure. I love you so much. I want to kiss you, but that'd be gay. Pakpuya, thank you always for being here every fucking night. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that I'm running on manic. I think that's the coffee kicking in. The coffee, I have a coffee here, and I drank a coffee before the stream, and it's finally hitting the peak. I'm about to pass out after the stream. Trust me. Jose Rivera, always delightful to see you around in my comment section, of course. I know you have strong takes and all that stuff, but I still appreciate your company for all the years. And yeah, Smooth Magic Card, aka Shuffle. Be careful with cute and funny. You're gonna get in trouble. Anyways, I think that is going to be for me for tonight. And if anyone wants to say anything else for the rest of the night, I'll gladly read it right now. And the podcasts usually are about an hour or so. I've been live for about that much. It's all good. Yes! Thank you for that. Yeah, it isn't. It isn't. Oh, here. Have one. I appreciate it. I love you. Sorry, I forgot to take off my glasses. There. Now you can see me better. Now you can see me better. Oh no! I cut my body in half. Should I remove the logo from the corner? I feel like it's very, very intrusive on the streams. Can I move it right here? Logo? Sain? Logo? Hello? Yeah, there we go. Have some Wolfie? Wolfie move away? Yeah, I gotta do more interviews this week, and that's pretty much what those are the plans this week. I think I'm gonna take tomorrow off. I'm gonna take tomorrow off on stream because I got so much to do. Probably gonna go around doing the thing that I just said. I was gonna sell. Those are my plans for the week. I'm gonna be able to. I'm probably gonna chill. I'm gonna take 2 days off, and I'm gonna continue on Wednesday night on Twitch. Don't forget to follow over there, just in case anyone here has to follow. And I always do just regular chat over there. That's pretty much what I do. I know I look around now. Aww, I like it. I like the cute face. Pretty much it. Yeah. I know I lurk a lot. I wish I could stay my entire time. Oh, that's delightful. You have no idea how much that means to me. That always means a lot to me, especially when I'm like starting this shit. I really enjoy that. I'm moving my head a lot. It doesn't hurt at all. That's cool. I feel like I'm getting better. I feel like I don't need these anymore. You think someday I would take these bolts off? Probably not. I mean, I don't know if I should take the bolts off someday, because I know my 3D model doesn't have them, but what about my 2D model? I know they're supposed to keep me alive, because those are the stitches, but I don't know when to remove the stitches. My head hurts less these days. It's pretty good. That's really good news, to be honest. Today was a day that I was reminded, unfortunately, that I forgot to give you thanks to everyone about that. I made a post that I feel a little weak that I made it on Facebook, and I really thank all the support for everybody that they commented very nice things. I had a moment of weakness where I felt a lot of pain, and I was reminded that I'm still not completely healed yet. I'm not able to go out and do heavy work, because if I go out and try to lift stuff or just do heavy stuff, my brain will tell me, nope, you should. My left side of the head was starting to explode. That's what's happening with me, and my blood vessels are not ready for heavy work or stress. And fortunately, the streams are helping. The streams are actually helping me in my condition. Even if it hurts, it's getting me used to just being active in general. Instead of being on my room all day watching One Piece, I also want to be productive. I need to make some money sometime. Alright, so that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna take your time for those sticking around. I know it's gonna happen, or you got your own business to take care of. And hopefully you enjoyed this little podcast here. And thank you for the company. And lots of kisses to the homies. Lots of kisses to the homies. Good night.